Hello everybody, it's Chris here, and what we have today to review is the Gemmy Buddy Big League. This is the San Francisco Giants, and this is one of the first videos that I will make where I review two of them at one time. And here's the reason why. There were actually these are actually both different versions. This one right here on the left is version 1, and this one right here on the right is version 2. This box is for version 1. Version 2 did not come with the box. And yeah, so let's dive into it. So this one right here is version 1. Zoom in a bit more on it. There we go. I got this one back in May of 2019. I believe I got it off of Shop Goodwill for $13, so pretty dirt cheap. Again, it's Goodwill. What do you expect? Zoom back out a bit more. There we go. And he came brand new in box. Yes, he does have his insides. He was still sealed. And I tried doing a repair stream, like a live stream of me repairing this, and everything was going fine when I started out. And but what happened was, like 5 or so minutes later, I look at the computer and it says YouTube has stopped working or something like that. And then when I tried refreshing it, it said the stream has crashed and please reload the page or whatever, something like that. So I just said something like, I'll just fix the rest off camera, and that's what I did. So the problems that it had was the mouth didn't move. The hips had a split gear, but but it still danced. But when you hold the legs, it would stop, and the head was very locked up, and the mouth motor was locked up too. So I actually have to be careful with this one because every single plastic piece, besides the shoulders and the mouth mechanism, is yellowed, and it's a pretty dark shade of yellow too. If you saw the before and after I made of this, you'll see. But yeah, I think, and actually, what happened was when I was putting this back together after fixing it, this whole piece right here completely snapped off while I was trying to put it back together. And so I just hot glued it back together and it's still holding up. So yeah, that was that little dilemma. But I did wash it later on because it got dirty from me handling it too much. But this just sits at the box most of the time now for protection reasons. But anyways, the difference is, so this uniform is white. This logo is printed in the middle of the shirt, and when I turn it around, on the hat is completely black. Okay, and that's pretty much it for all the differences. And this one is actually quite loud. I mean, when you're standing next to it on a tabletop like this, it kind of hurts your ears. So yeah, you'll have no problem with hearing this one. So yeah, I guess I'll play it for you now.
Hey, bada 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 boom, bada. Rocket fire, boom it, baby, boom, baby. 23 hours to a ball game, 23 hours to a crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. But one, two, three strikes and you're out of the game.
And so yeah, that one works pretty good. And I think this one is the best dancing one that I got as far as the dancing goes. I mean, I think so. Yeah, I think it's the best one that I got because the body moves perfectly, the arms move up and down perfectly. So and yeah, it's pretty good. And actually, what happened later on after owning this, if you remember, I made that video called "Buddy Big League Fail," and what was going on is that when the head would turn, it would glitch or cut off, and the reason why it was doing that is because one of the ceramic disc capacitors, that's what they're called, that's on the head motors and the mouth motors. Um, one of them, the solder had broken off on one side because they're soldered onto the housing, I guess to ground it. I'm not sure, but and yeah, it apparently wasn't working like that. So I soldered that back on a little later, and it has no issues anymore. It works without an issue. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for that one. So let's move on to version 2. So version 2, I got back in January of 2021, so this year. Um, and it was it was on eBay, and it started off as $10 as a bid. And I told myself right then and there that I'm not going to be able to get away with it being this cheap. And of course, as I suspected, there were more people that were bidding on it, and the bid went pretty high up. It went about to like 60 something dollars, which was pretty ridiculous. But it's okay, I guess. And the problems that this one had was it was very dirty, and everything was dirty. The clothes were very dirty. The mouth did not move. The piece had slid off the shaft. The head was completely stuck in place. The motor and the mechanism were both locked, very very locked up. And the hips had. I actually I thought it was the gear that was bad on this, but it's actually the only issue it had was the belt was disintegrated. And when I put a new belt on it was moving just fine, and no gears were split, and it doesn't even sound like it's splitting. So yeah, that's pretty good. And yeah, that's now fixed. And his clothes were also really dirty, and his waistband was worn out, and that's all been taken care of. So now the difference is, so you're probably not gonna be able to tell on camera. Well, you might be able to, but in person you would see quite a difference. This clothing it has like a tint to it. Like it's not white. I really don't know what color. It has a tint in it, except for the collar. The collar is still white, and the logo is printed up on the near the neck of the like the top of the jersey, and on the back, the hat is completely black, but this part is orange. Version 1 is not like that, and I think that's pretty much it that I've noticed. So yeah, so that's pretty interesting to know that some of these have different versions. There are quite a bit others that have different versions that you'll I will review them all, of course, but that will be at a later time because I don't have much right now. So yeah, and also actually this actually came with the A's one. That's why I made a before and after of both of these, and you can tell that they were both in basically the same condition. But I'm not going to review the A's until I get the large logo or version 2. I'm still debating if there is a different version. But yeah, I'll know more once I get one. The other one anyway. And actually, what happened later on with this waistband on this? I just remembered. When I replaced it, it was just fine. But then what happened was a few weeks later, I noticed that the pants were kind of sagging down a bit. That's what they look like when their waistband is worn out. The pants kind of sag a bit, and they don't look tight up against the plates like that. And so I decided to take a look at that, and when I checked, the waistband had worn out again. And it technically was a waistband, it was a rubber band, and that rubber band had stretched out again. It's like, well, I don't know how I'm gonna fix this because I glue the the things so instead of stitching them because I don't know how to sew, so, and it's quick and easier. And then I noticed there's a small spot right here that wasn't glued on, so I was able to tear my way around the pants, and I was able to change it on this one. Same with the small logo Yankees. I haven't even checked the A's yet. It's probably like that because I used the same rubber band and they were both looked like they were gonna stretch out. But I'll deal with that later. So yeah, enough. It's all been taken care of. So yeah, we'll play it for you now. It's also a little bit more quieter too.
Hey, batter, 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 boom, batter. Rocket fire. Boom it, baby. Boom, baby. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Some people beat up the cracker jack. I don't care whoever you say. Home team, if they don't win in the game, but one, two, three,
And please don't ask what's going on with the head, because I don't know why it moves so berserk like that. I'm clearly not using an over voltage adapter, so that's just how the head is. I think it's even faster than the Texas Ranger one. But yeah, I believe that's it for those ones. So yeah, I'm not sure which one I will review next. Because I think this one is the only complete set of two that I have so far. But there will be lots more reviews of single ones and double ones like this. But yeah, so I believe that's everything. So thanks for watching.